Begin with a multi-million-dollar family feud, and there's a footy identity at the centre of it. The battle over their father's fortune involves claims of forgery, deceit and greed.
There's one thing I will tell him. Always tell the truth and be honest. Never tell a lie, even if it's going to hurt the next bloke.
It's a motto Norman Russo lived and died by. This chilling home video filmed just weeks before his death. But instead of the video evoking happy memories of their father, it's now motivation in a bitter family dispute.
It just doesn't make sense to us. He's an AFL umpire. He likes to be in control and he enjoys the power that comes from that control.
I don't know why he is doing this, because it's not right that he should have all his father's estate.
He's not my brother.
He's dead.
The Russo sisters, Rosemary and Nancy, say their late father worked hard throughout his life to provide for his 4 children.
All of my life, he would say that he was busy. He was busy building a kingdom. One day, 1/4 of that kingdom will be yours. They were his exact words.
But now that Norman Russo has passed away, his successful fortune isn't what has been inherited, rather a family feud with no end in sight.
And he lost a bit of it early in this game, but he's found a bit.
At the centre, ex-AFL umpire John Russo, who's been accused by his sisters of abusing his role as the family executor during their father's final days.
John Russo prepared many significant documents and they contained highly questionable signatures.
In allegations taken all the way to the Supreme Court, the sisters claim their brother, who is also a solicitor, is involved with a forgery scandal that has denied them of what they claim is their rightful portion of their father's wealth.
There are signatures on significant documents that have been forensically analysed and assessed as highly unlikely as being our father's.
Less than a week before their father Norman died, there were a number of documents signed with what is supposed to be his signature on them that changed the distribution of family assets.
We were shocked to find that there'd been movement of company shares 6 days before Dad died.
The focus of Rosemary and Nancy's allegations is a forensic analysis of these documents, seen by A Current Affair, that suggests a number of the signatures do not appear to belong to Norman.
It is my opinion that the questioned signatures are not genuine Norman Russo signatures. The authorship of these signatures could not be determined.
John disputes this evidence, but the sisters believe this led to the sale of a property worth around $6 million without their father's knowledge.
We've been led to believe with the Marton property that Dad wasn't informed of any aspects of the sale of that property.
A separate report by a second forensic expert, also disputed by John, raises questions about the signature on a transfer of land document for a $13 million property in Melbourne South East.
It is my opinion that it is highly probable that Norman Russo is not the writer of the signature.
The sisters claim their brother retained the proceeds of the sale.
He grew up with a sense of entitlement to everything.
In addition to the forgery claims, the sisters allege towards the end of his life their father was not in a fit state to sign important documents, including an update to his will.
He qualified for a blind pension. He had been severely deaf for a long time, and it made communication and scrutiny of legal documents really, in my view, impossible.
They claim these documents contradict what their father told them in person just 3 weeks before he died.
He said that he wanted everything to be split 4 ways, and that was the last time he said it to me.
For the last 5 years, Rosemary and Nancy have been heading down a bitter and expensive road of legal proceedings that cost them their relationship with their mother, who died earlier this month.
Because John brought her in, she was automatically alienated from us and we from her. We didn't intend that.
It was my brother's wish that his estate be divided equally amongst his family. This is in Bali.
No one knew Norman Russo better than his brother, David. However, he had concerns about the family's business structure years ago.
I expressed my opinion to one of my brothers years ago that if I had my way, he would not be acting as our solicitor. But I was not taken notice of, and he continued to act as our solicitor.
David's speaking up again now. He says family has always been important to the Russos and believes John's alleged actions have torn the family apart.
It's very upsetting because the younger generation should be carrying on our traditions. We have always got on very well with everybody. My hope would be that my brother's wishes would be fulfilled. That is my hope.
Always tell the truth and be honest.
As his successful life was nearing its end, Norman filmed this video from palliative care with the intention it would inspire future generations to continue the family's strong legacy.
See, I'm going out, he's coming in.
But as the dispute over their millions continues, the future of Norman Russo's empire remains in doubt.
It is absolutely beyond my comprehension how any one of his children could be so deliberate and so focused at that time on doing these deeds.
Awful when families are torn apart like this, and we made repeated attempts to contact John Russo to request an interview, but our calls have gone unreturned. His lawyer has said the allegations are denied absolutely.